We're going to talk about Star Wars The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 3.
Yeah, lots of things happened. This was a very good episode. I'm really enjoying this season so far.
We're going to spoil this one too because we got to have something to talk about. Otherwise, we're just going to say it was good. But we're gonna spoil this. So if you're not watching The Mandalorian, and I mean it's already Friday, it comes out for Wednesday, which a lot of people on the West Coast watch on Tuesday night at midnight.
Okay.
We can't do that here because where we are, it would drop at 4:30 in the morning, so it'd make more sense for us to just get up early and watch it.
Well, spoiler, Bo-Katan is not going to get any more hemorrhoids because her castle was blown up.
She was devastated by that. They destroyed her castle.
She's like, my stone throne that she's been sitting on. But it was a really great ode to Battlestar Galactica, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And she's doing her Starbuck moves in her ship. Mm-hmm. And then she gets jump coordinates and they jump just as the missiles are coming at them, just like in Battlestar Galactica. I mean, there was like 6-7 episodes of Battlestar Galactica that all had that happening numerous times.
This episode is called The Convert, and the title is not referring to Din Djarin or Bo-Katan at all.
No.
So the episode starts off, and we're following those two with Grogu.
This is very interesting.
And then the main part of it is about the Convert. And then the final part is back to them again, back to the Mandalorians.
The scientist.
So the Convert is the scientist
from... I don't recall his name because they keep on giving him different names.
I'll look it up. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's the scientist who was experimenting on...
Trying to.
Grogu in the first season.
Right.
So we haven't seen him for a little bit.
They were trying to get Grogu to him, and then he had him for a short time.
It's Dr. Pershing.
Okay. We're not quite sure what he exactly experimented on
with. He's on Coruscant in this rehabilitation program because he used to work for the Empire, so now they have this...
People really didn't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a reintegration as well as rehabilitation program, and it's on Coruscant. We're seeing Coruscant a lot because we see it in Mandalorian now. We never saw it.
New York City.
We see it in the Bad Batch. We saw it on Andor.
Yeah, it is like the central. It's like a giant city. It is like the New York.
Yeah, we did an episode actually a couple weeks ago from Coruscant, and we saw the city behind us in the window.
Yeah,
but luckily no ships hit us.
No. Anyway, it was a really interesting episode. So the scientist part was really interesting, and he's like trapped. It's like they like it's like entrapment of him. It was
I guess.
It was strange. They were suspecting, I guess, that he was going to still try to do his cloning. And cloning, there's laws against it after the Camino people and everything. So they sent this woman in to kind of infiltrate him and get him to try to clone again, which then he got caught doing and got in trouble.
Well, she set him up.
And she really fried him, though.
I think the New Republic did this on purpose. They put him in a situation to see if they're going to do what they did back during the Empire. Yes. And if they choose to do that, they're out.
But also, there's some personal things there because they both worked for our missing guy that we haven't seen yet. They both work for him.
What missing guy?
You know, what's his name? The gangster guy. You know, the bigwig. They got shot down, but he's
Jabba?
out there. No,
big gangster guy.
I mean the gangster guy from,
What gangster guy? Boba Fett?
No, the gangster from Better Call Saul. That guy, Giancarlo Esposito. He's missing.
Well, he's not a gangster. He was a
gangster in that. Anyway, he is missing, but they both worked for him. Moff Gideon. She still has, I don't know, it's because what happened to her, or if she's working for Moff Gideon, because she wants to torture this poor scientist. And she basically has fried his brain by the looks of it. I don't know if he's going to be even speaking when he's done here. He might be drooling.
Didn't he get arrested?
Moff Gideon got shot down, and he hasn't been seen. There's rumors
he got
about him
arrested.
in the episode. There's rumors that he's been mind flayed or something, but they don't know. And the woman that entraps the scientists worked for Moff Gideon. They knew each other. They were on the same ship. So she decides to fry the poor scientist's brain. I don't know, because she's just mad or angry because she can't do it, or she's working for Moff Gideon. She feels resentful. I don't know why she does it, but the poor scientist is going to be drooling now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I know.
So I guess that's the end of his story. We won't be seeing him again.
I guess.
That main story in this episode seemed as if I was watching Andor or Bad Batch.
It was a different. Yeah.
I'm like, this is not what the Mandalorian is like. They've never gone to Coruscant in the Mandalorian.
It was different. I enjoyed it though, and I liked the story. So Bo-Katan is now an official Mandalorian again.
Well, she's in this one sect of the Mandalorian
until
people
she
and their
has
religion.
to sneeze or something and take her helmet off.
Well, they're allowed to take their helmet off, but only at certain times.
Well, she hasn't taken it off, just more because of circumstance.
Well, as I was watching it, what I was thinking was, I'm sitting there, there's no way that Pedro Pascal and Katie Sackhoff are in those suits as I'm watching this. And then I was reading on Twitter, because Katie Sackhoff was posting on Twitter, she was really excited for these so she could focus just more on her body movements.
Yeah. Because
it's all ADR, which means they do the voice audio afterwards.
Oh.
They all record their...
She must have really enjoyed this episode, though, because it really is a, homage to her previous character.
Yeah. But the reason why I was saying that story is because I'm surprised she would want to do that, because actors don't like wearing those suits. Those are usually the most uncomfortable things they've ever worn. I mean, guess so. Star Wars cosplay is very difficult, whether you're doing Vader or a Stormtrooper or even Kylo Ren.
Listen, I would wear a hot dog outfit if I got to be in Star Wars.
I guess, but actors don't. Actors are like, and in this situation, she could simply have a body double in there acting for when she's completely covered, which is what they do with Din Djarin, because they got two different stuntmen that wear that suit. It's not always Pedro Pascal in that suit.
Fun. Anyway, it was a fun episode. It was very interesting, and this is the way. So they're on their way. If she is going to lead them, they need to be more unified, and this is a way to unify the different sects.
Do you think she'll accept the Darksaber, or that they'll figure out some way to get?
She has to win it in a battle, so that means she has to battle a Mandalorian that has it.
But didn't she win it in the cave there in the mines, because he was captured? She took it to save him.
No.
And defeated that.
It was just discarded.
Krang monster.
It was just thrown out, and she picked it up. No,
Doesn't that count as winning it in battle? She did win that fight.
I don't think that's what it was supposed to be about. In other words, you have to chop the guy's arm off that's holding it. Anyway, I'm not a Mandalorian. I don't know all the ands or buts, but
you think she's gonna challenge Din Djarin for the sword?
No, because
he's actually gonna fight her.
She kind of can't. It has to be a real thing. It's like
she could
Klingon. It has to be like a real battle.
There's still ritual combat. He just wouldn't accept it. He'd be like, "What are you doing? Go away."
I'll have to see what happens. Do they really need a sword in order to unite?
It's a symbol to unite all the clans.
But there's so much. The religion is very restrictive.
Well, she really wants to rule Mandalore again, and maybe she's doing it for her sister. Remember Sistine?
She doesn't have a castle anymore now.
You remember Sistine?
No, I don't remember.
Remember Obi-Wan was in love with her?
I didn't think that was her name.
It was Sistine.
I didn't think that was her name.
That was her name.
Okay, I know her. Yeah. Obi-Wan and her, and perhaps they had a child.
That was her older sister,
There's rumors that perhaps they had a child.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
He didn't have a relationship with her. If you watch those episodes, he's like so much of a boring Boy Scout when he's dealing with her.
Well, he's known her since they were young.
Okay.
I think that was her name.
So overall, did you enjoy this episode or not?
Oh, yeah,
We're going to move on. I did. Really enjoying this. Apparently, the ratings aren't very good so far this season. I don't know what's going on with that, but if you're watching this and you're not watching Star Wars The Mandalorian this season...
Her name was Satine. I knew you had her name
That's
right.
what I said.
No, you didn't. You said Sistine.
It's the same thing.
It's like the chapel. No, it's not.
Anyone out there enjoying The Mandalorian Season 3? If you're not, what are you doing? Watch that on Disney Plus and let us know your thoughts down in the comments below.